Hey, we're Mads and Dan, and we're travelling around Australia in our self-converted van, Rio.
For the final part of our road trip, we visit Queensland's Fraser Coast, Sunshine Coast and Gold Coast. We can't quite believe that our 3-week road trip turned into over 3 months, and we are so grateful for this time and adventure.
So today we are driving down to Bundaberg, which is about an hour and a half away.
Woo! Testing done and done. It was super nice trying all the flavours. Now we get to take home a 6-pack.
Obviously Bundaberg is also home to Bundaberg rum. Neither of us are huge dark rum drinkers, and we didn't really feel like it, to be honest, so you can also check that out here, but we're not going to because we don't like Bundy rum.
Cutting a mullet to raise awareness for men's mental health, so that is what the purpose is.
So we're both a bit red because we've both just been on a run, but we just went to Bargara, which is a really nice beach town part of Bundaberg, which was cool. Went for a run along the coast just to check it all out, and now we're headed to Elliot Heads, which is meant to be nicer, so looking forward to seeing it. So we're just here at the Tinaberries strawberry farm because we've heard they have the best strawberry ice cream, and it's a hot day, so we're keen on that.
Damn, that looks good. This is delicious.
If you're in the Bundaberg region, make sure you stop by Tinaberries farm, especially if you're here in September as we are, or October, because you can pick your own strawberries. But all year round for ice cream is delicious. Would 100% recommend. Checked out Elliot Heads. It's like an alright beach. Apparently if you go there at low tide there are some rock pools which you can check out if you want to, but other than that we weren't super impressed, so we're just moving on now. I'm gonna keep going, find a rest stop somewhere to sleep on the highway, just like old times. We just arrived on the Fraser Coast and we're in Hervey Bay now. We're excited to check this area out. Haven't been here before, so yeah. We are in Rainbow Beach. Yesterday we got to Noosa, which we are super excited about. We've been here before. We spent about a week here in February, so about 6 or 7 months ago, earlier this year, and so we're just excited to check out some of our favourite spots again before we have to head south and return to Sydney and end our trip, which obviously is kind of bittersweet. We're excited to go home, but obviously there's a lockdown, which is a bit sad, but hopefully we're going to come out of it soon. We just are waiting now to get our second jabs in Noosa, and then we will head south.
Morning.
That sounded pretty ill. Morning.
What are you doing today?
We are going to explore the Noosa National Park. I think it's probably one of our favourite boardwalks in the whole of Oz. So stoked to do that again, and then just go to the beaches, maybe for a surf. And then we're going to Eumundi showground, so that we can go to the markets tomorrow morning. And yeah, just go kind of redoing our favourite things from Noosa that we did earlier in the year.
It feels today like summer's coming. It's got that early kind of stages summer feel where it's just like the best time of the year, September.
We're just walking from Noosa West Beach to Little Cove. Just like not quite as far as for the national park. It's a bloody nightmare to park at the moment.
Stop all the plastic. This beer, the Eumundi Brewing Pale Ale is
Beyond words. Yeah. So we just spent the morning at Eumundi markets, which we love. It's probably our favourite markets in Australia. There's such good food and really nice stalls as well. So that was really nice. Had some breakfast there. Came back to Noosa, and the parking is still an absolute nightmare. We've been so used to being up the coast where it's like so much less populated, but we managed to find a spot and we're going to go walk the national park.
And then we're gonna surf this afternoon.
And we're gonna surf. Show us your guns. Woohoo! Double vaxxed. So we've had such a lovely day today in Noosa. We basically did all of our favourite things from last time. So we went to the Eumundi markets. Then we did the National Park walk, which we absolutely love. It is the most beautiful boardwalk right through the rainforest all along the coastline. over bright blue water and watching all the surfers, and then we joined the surfers. We went for a surf when we got back from a walk at Little Cove Beach, which is just like always a dream, and just kind of relaxed on the beach. And then we got our second jabs, which is so exciting. Possibilities of travel in the future and being able to go back to Sydney knowing that we have this like protection. We're really glad that we were able to do it while we were in Queensland. We got the first jab when we were up by Cairns, and then the second one today in Noosa. So yeah, it's like exciting. Now we're just we decided to come back to Eumundi. There is a campsite here at the Oval which is $8 per person, which is pretty good, and it's by the highway, but it doesn't really bother us too much. So we'll probably walk into Eumundi. It's about a 15-minute walk. Probably gonna leave Noosa tomorrow, which is quite sad, but we are kind of excited to be going back down.
Which one's that? We're gonna bowl. Best end to the trip.
Yeah.
Going to the boat. No pubs open in Sydney, so God will take me home.
Today we crossed into New South Wales. We just spent the whole morning in Byron. It's the first day in Byron that they're coming out of their lockdown after a couple of weeks. So we went to some shops and a cafe, and then we just went to the beach and had the nicest swim. The water was so clear at Main Beach today, so it was gorgeous. Perfect end to the trip. We are now driving south from Byron, and we're going to stay at a rest area tonight, and then we will reach Sydney tomorrow. And the day after tomorrow, the lockdown is easing slightly to allow people who are fully vaccinated, which we are, to hang out with a few friends. So we're looking forward to that, but obviously it's kind of bittersweet that the trip's coming to an end. We just realised that from Noosa down, really, we were killing time because we were trying to extend the trip for as long as possible, but we feel like we've really done all of Queensland. We did everything we wanted to do, and we had such an amazing time, and we had to come home eventually. So we're actually feeling good about going home, some time to like relax and unwind, and hopefully in a month's time restrictions will begin to ease. We had a really good time on the Sunshine Coast and Gold Coast. We didn't film too much because we were just kind of enjoying the last few days, a bit indulgent, eating out and going for a few drinks because we won't be doing that once we're home. So
yeah, hanging out at Burley Heads. Really, really cool there at Burley Heads.
Yeah, we really like that area. But as I said, like, we've already done it in the van, and it's not actually the most van friendly of places, that whole area, just because you can't like park up really somewhere super nice. Like, you don't really want to be hanging in your van. You want to like be out exploring the like city and stuff. We way preferred being in the van in regional areas. So yeah, it's just time to go home really, and we're all going smoothly. The roads are pretty empty.
Routine. Boys playing basketball and children.
We just swung by Crescent Head to try the new local XPA. Excited about it. We wanted to try it for ages and it's only available here, so stopped in. Final evening, very fitting, with beer, cheese board,
And egg wraps to follow.
and a rest stop for the camp. Oh, woohoo!
The final morning of Dan braces the cold. Wes Mads lies in bed and doesn't move. Stays all nice and warm.
Good morning.
Hey.
Thanks for making coffee.
It's alright. Coffee and Barocca are waiting for you.
Thanks.
Whenever you want to get up.
So, the van's a bit of a mess after yesterday's shopping in Byron. But as we're home today, no point packing everything away. So we just pulled in at a rest stop and we're going to make our final egg wraps of the trip. It's already boiling hot. It's still quite early, but it's actually a heat wave in New South Wales today. Excited for our last meal. Quite bougie wrap. Using all our fresh fruit and veg. Oh no, this avo is hard. Or it might be the stone. There's a heap of flies as well. But we're just at a rest stop. Probably like 3 hours from Sydney now. 14,390 kilometres later and we're home. That's crazy. When we set off on this trip, we only intended to drive through South Australia to Uluru and back to Sydney over 3 weeks. However, due to you know what, we actually ended up being away for over 3 months. We spent 2 weeks in SA exploring old and new places before going up to the NT, ticking off our bucket list at Uluru. Then we spent 2 months exploring the coast of Queensland. We vlogged the whole way, so make sure to check out all our videos and stay tuned for some more New South Wales adventures. We would like to acknowledge and pay our respects to the traditional owners of the land on which this video was filmed, the Taribelang Bunda, Batjala, Kabi Kabi and Yugambeh people, and extend that respect to other Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander cultures.